Yo, what is up, my people in the world of YouTube land? Um, it is your boy. I don't even know what I go by anymore. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Matt Shiesty is my name now on YouTube. Um, I know it's been a while since I've been on here on YouTube and just sat down and talked to the camera or whatever. Um, But I don't know. I just figure I just get on here and just talk about um life, I guess, man. Like it's I don't know, I have notes on my phone, so I guess I'm just gonna be reading off of those. It's just I just don't really know how to start the video because I mean I've never been really that really good at like sit down videos or whatever it may be. Um, but yeah, I mean most of you guys pretty much know me. Everybody who's on my YouTube knows me or whatever. It's not like many people who are just like randomly subscribed. I only have like 100 something subscribers. And I got those when I was like 16, maybe even younger. So you guys are probably not even watching it now, but I don't know. I like I said, it's been a while since I've made a video, so like I said, I might as well come on here and just talk. Right. Um I turned 25 on Thursday. Um I'm getting old, man. Like I'm getting to be an old grandpa. 25 years old. That's crazy, right? Um shit. This last year has been a real game changer. A life kicker. If you know what I mean. You probably don't. I don't even know what life kicker even means, but a whole it's been a whirlwind of emotions to say the least. You feel me? Um as you guys know or may not know, I'm in the Marine Corps. I've been I've been in for 6 years now. I just hit my 6 years in May. Um, yeah, man, and like the point of being like in the Marine Corps, and I don't know, I just feel like life has just been hitting me a lot here recently, and like certain things that has came up in my life to where it's like I'm starting to realize little things about myself that make sense, right? And this is like for the longest time, I just been felt like I've been fighting battles that nobody can see. It's like, for instance, right? I've been battling ADHD all my life. Like I've been struggling with this shit. Like when I was younger, you guys don't know, but I took medicine all my life from when I was like 8 years old all the way up until I was like 17 or 16. And, I stopped because I felt like I didn't quote unquote need it. But, you know, as I've developed and gone through life, I've realized that I probably do need something to get my life together. You know what I'm saying? Like even on the like just going through being an adult, right? And especially with my job because my job requires me to have exponential focus, right? I don't know if that's the word that fits there, but exponential focus in life, you feel me? Not in life but in my daily activities in my job, right? And I just had to take a hard look at who I am and how I think and how I react to certain things with that, and it's just been really uncomfortable, just to say the least. Um, I don't know. It's just like when you're busy all the time and whatnot, it's easy to avoid looking inward besides looking outward towards other things. I don't know. I'm reading off this script right now. These fucking notes I got here. Um, but eventually, life makes you stop and face yourself. And like I said, this year has not been exactly easy for me. You know, it has not been easy at all. It's been a real, like I said, whirlwind of emotions, situations, and all this other shit. I dealt with heartbreak at the cost of myself, fucking shit up. You know, I've lost people that I thought I'd be in my life for a very long time, and it just didn't happen that way. Um, I've had moments where I questioned myself and my future and whether I was doing the right thing and making the right decision in the moment. You know, and there's been nights where I sat alone thinking, literally thinking that like, was that the right decision to do? Was that the right decision? Maybe, maybe not. On looking back into the past, maybe it wasn't the right decision. But you know, you live with the decisions that you make. You know and that's a part of being an adult. You know, like, and that's a part of being an adult. And that's something that I've learned. It's like you have to live with what the decisions you make, bro. Like if I didn't, like, for example, if I'd never made the decision to walk into that recruiter station that day, none of this never would have fucking happened. I wouldn't have this. I wouldn't have this. I wouldn't have all of this if it wasn't for that. And for other people, if they never robbed that grocery store or did whatever it may be, then they'd be free. Life is all about decisions. Decisions, not conditions, is what my lieutenant says. You know. Anyway, uh, like I said, I mentioned that I sit up at night and I think about the decisions that I make. I think about the opportunities that I've missed, every conversation that every fucked up conversation that I could take back. Um, Not being there for my family or being there for friends or going out or whatever it may be. I've thought about that. I've thought about it, and you know, it's like I said, just your decisions that you make. And honestly, it just frustrates me because it seems like I always make the wrong decision. I always make the fucked up wrong decision by, i.e., not correcting this or not doing that or doing that or not doing that. And I've been called incompetent for that by a close friend or somebody I considered friend. I've been talked to, downgraded, degraded, I should say, by people that I feel like I called friend, brother, sister, whatever it may be. And honestly, this frustrates me, bro. Because, like, honestly, like, it's what I told my therapist. I'm like, yo, maybe it is true. Maybe I am incompetent. Maybe I am not the best person to make this decision. Or I shouldn't make this decision. Or I should, but not in this way. You know? And again, I'm frustrated because things just don't go my way in most situations. And I always just sit there. It's like, damn, it is what it is. But like, is it really what it is, bro? Is it what it is? I don't know. But on the hindsight, life isn't about everything you figured out or decisions that you make. Well, it is. I just said that. But life isn't about having everything figured out. It's about fighting things as you go. Life decisions, you know? And I learned that growth isn't always visible. Sometimes growth is just getting through the day. The little accomplishments, like cleaning your couch off, cleaning your setup, making your bed in the morning, getting up on time and then having time to chill out before work. Before work. Not just getting up when your alarm goes off and then you get rushed to get ready or whatever, but no, actually having time to relax and think about your day and doing stuff like that. I've realized that. It's the little battles that you win throughout the day that really makes everything just all come together. You know, and sometimes growth is admitting that you need help. You know, and for me, dude, I needed help and I seeked help because there's been times where I've had moments of weakness. You feel me? Like, to where if that moment of weakness took over, then like, you know, but we overcome, we overcome, we overcome. Cause the decision you make in that split second, just right there, can literally change the whole course of a whole person's life or your life. And that's the point where I realized I did need help. I needed help. And like I said, I seeked it and then I did the right thing and yada 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 XYZ happens and then I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine for the most part. I'm still working on some things like my emotional regulation. I am not in touch with my emotions at all. Or I am. Too much though. You know what I'm saying? For instance, it's like I will go 0 to 1,000 just like that instantly over the smallest thing. I will get so angry, so freaking angry. And it don't even be that serious for real, bro. Like it really just be some like a little situation that could be talked through. But no, I let my emotions and I let my pride and everything take over. That's not cool. You are a 25-year-old man, bro. You should be able to fucking control your emotions. But sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. You feel me? It sometimes it just doesn't happen. And I'm working on that. But with that, I started also focusing on things that make me happy. You know, I've been streaming, I've been playing the game, I've been working on my car, creating content, setting goals for myself, and sometimes trying new things. Like I have a puzzle out there, like right in this room right here that I've been working on. I'm not done with it yet, and I don't think I'll be done with it anytime soon, but I have a puzzle and I started it. And that's what matters. Trying new things. I ain't never put a puzzle together before, like an actual puzzle, you know what I'm saying? So it's just little things, like actually working on my car as well. Like instead of paying somebody to do it for me, like actually looking it up and actually getting under there and getting my hands dirty and stuff like that. So doing stuff that genuinely makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? Cause I mean, I haven't showed you guys my car, but I fucking love my car. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love my car. Additionally, like in building a life that actually feels like my life, besides doing it for someone who might not appreciate it or does appreciate it, but it's building a life that's for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm working on myself as well. That is making me happy as well. But truthfully, I don't have like any crazy success story. Like I'm not telling you I done figured out the key to life and like I done found the fountain of youth and like I'm so rich, I'm so famous, and no, dude, like I don't even have the answers to anything. I can't say anything because I do have some answers to some things, but I just don't have all the answers to everything, and I'm figuring out. And I'm only like I told y'all I'm old, 25 now. I'm not really that old. I mean, I am, but I'm not. It's like I'm still young, and the issues that I got, going on. It's not, they're temporary issues. I mean, I'm sure that I'll still struggle with being mad in the future, like when I'm 32 or like 35 or whatever. But like, it is what it is. Some days are great, some days aren't. Like every day I'm learning something about myself, about people, and just about life in its own. And maybe that's what your 20s is really about. I'm in my mid 20s, you know, not having it all together, but learning who you are in its own. And I feel like I'm actually learning about myself along with everything that I've mentioned in this video, you know. So if you're watching this, if you're watching this, if you feel lost, confused, frustrated, or if you feel like you're behind in life, brother or sister, you are not alone. And just because I wear a damn uniform doesn't mean I have everything figured out, because I definitely don't. I really don't. You know, it is what it is. And I hope y'all are not hearing this freaking drill going. But one thing I can just say to you guys is just keep going, keep learning, keep growing. And the person you're becoming is worth fighting for. Honestly. Keep her going. And hopefully we'll look back on this video and be like, damn right, he was fighting. You were fighting to be the person you are today. You know what I'm saying? All right. Thank y'all for listening. I appreciate it. Now, hopefully, you actually stayed to the whole thing, because it took some brain power to think about what I was going to say. I have a whole freaking notepad right here and shit. So, thank you guys. Appreciate it. I love you. Peace out.